So yesterday I officially launched my website, and I kind of said at the end of last video that I spent 95 hours building it, but that's not quite true. I spent 50 and the rest were building something else, which I for some reason categorized as the same thing in my like timing sheet thing. So yeah, that's good. We're live now, it's official, and I've made my first I'm going to start reaching out. I've made my first point of contact today. Try to start selling a service, which is exciting. It's going to be a very much I'm going to try and leverage as much as I possibly can all of my connections, i.e. in the industry and potentially through this, maybe, if any of you are watching. My God, am I pumped. I'm so pumped. I just gotta, this is the moment of truth, effectively, you know? Race to this point so that I can prove a hypothesis for the rest of, my entire projects, effectively. All of the ideas I've been having for the past 3 or 4 years effectively are being tested by the hypothesis that I can sell this service. And we'll see. And if I can't sell it, I'll shift the service and see if I can sell that instead. And we'll figure something out. But you've got to start doing things, you know? So, I've got that to think about today. Also, I'm going into a day of meetings, which is going to be totally hilaire-balls, banterific fun. I also woke up last night, so we're up at 2. Didn't nap very well this morning, if at all, so gonna need that nap at lunch and in the evening. But I did make quite a bit of progress. I need to start, now that I'm actively doing stuff, making sure that I use my time efficiently rather than just throw time at a problem. I need to make sure that's efficient. 50 hours to build that website is not great, you know. Traffic on the way home today was absolutely abysmal. I napped a little bit at lunch, but I didn't really nap a lot, I don't think. My alarm woke me up, so I definitely did good sleep, but yes, there's that. Otherwise though, we had a really long day of meetings today. I feel like this slight little lull in the stress levels at work is not going to last, but we will see how things go. Otherwise, I'm ramping up the stress with things at home. I'm at that point now where I fire off messages to people and I feverishly check for replies, but then when it actually goes with a notification, I'm like, I don't want to see. I'm now at the point where like options and trees and stuff are starting to, the consequences of what I'm actually doing is starting to become a bit real. So there's that. Otherwise, like I say, came home, we've had some dinner. I've been doing some communication work, and now I'm going to get back onto programming. I've also got like a spot or something here which I cut while shaving. It's really fucking irritating. It's a couple of nights, well, 2 nights, I've woken up now and it's reached 4:30 and I've been like, is it time to go to bed yet? 3 hours, it's a long bloody time. And I feel like I've spent too much time sitting in front of a computer. A lot of things are obviously falling together at kind of the same time, so I need to, those times where I used to go out for walks or play Xbox, they're kind of dwindling a little bit, and I need to get those breaks in. And I was like, you know what, lunchtime, I'm going to go out for a nice walk. It's going to be great. It's raining! It's going to rain all day, god damn it. Making some optimistic progress though. Bus has just arrived. I can see everyone scattering from their cars now. Some optimistic progress, which is good. Just chipping through as much as we can, basically. Also, even development progress, not just in general. So I'm about to finish effectively this user story. Well, I'm gonna have the full pipeline done probably by tomorrow, because I've got to do the API gateway shit. And then all I need to do is test it, make sure it works. Happy days. Move on to the next thing. It's fun. It's fun. What I do realise is I need some kind of analytics on my website. I haven't got, I'm going to put app insights in or some shit. So I want to kind of keep track of how many people are going to go see it and all that kind of shit. And I've realised that none of that comes for free. You just have to have app insights for that kind of shit. Or obviously Google Analytics or something. But I thought Azure had some kind of native number of request kind of thing, you know? Been stuck on the bus for about an hour because the traffic's that bad and the weather's absolutely bouncing down. So I'm gonna have to just fucking cane it to work. I owned a nice waterproof coat with a hood, eh? I'm literally at home right now. I mean, I'm dry, it's just mine, because this coat is fucking amazing. But obviously my hair isn't. I've got a hoodie, but Not letting that get wet. This is dumb, man. This is fucking dumb. I was about to say I'm surprised it's not flooding, but it is. Get the rain. The rain. I was in the office and I was drying my hair in a hand dryer. God damn it. I used to have an umbrella, but I lose them. I'm sick of paying money for umbrellas and losing them. Today's been somewhat manic. We've been preparing a new release for Prod. And and the thing I've been like tasked to do is like an annoying thing. Like it's something that requires like database setup and all this kind of stuff to get it working. And then I get it working, start debugging through because it doesn't work. And then it's, oh, can we do this? For fuck's sake! I just can't get any momentum on it. It's doing my nutted. We're trying to hammer out like what the processes are going to be for things, which is always fun. Love those kind of conversations. Some interesting problems to solve. I'm a problem solver, and I like solving problems. Like people problems, and like, you know what I mean, rather than, I find people problems can be a lot more intricate than a computer problem to solve sometimes. As in, like, how can you get all these people who want all different things to agree on one thing, you know, and get like the best compromise. Love it, fam. Love it. So tired when I woke up this morning, but I actually had quite a productive morning, so that's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've been developing hard on my main project, and I need to start thinking about things I can do on my laptop when I can't go on Atlas, specifically for this weekend. I need to start producing like effectively content for my site. I need to like effectively like publish blogs to it. So I'm looking at ways that I can write those things. I basically don't have a way of writing them. That's what I want. Storage and obviously like a REST API to get it is like trivial. And I've like half built a GraphQL thing to do that kind of shit for me. But I've got no way to write it and then export it to that. So I'm looking at apps to do that kind of shit, which I've got now. So I'm looking at Notion at the moment, and I'm trying to figure out ways of, I'm just trying to like re-centralize everything down, because there was a time a while ago where I was like, okay, here's the main thing I'm working on, and then here's the side thing I do on my laptop. And that dropped when obviously that side thing became make the website. But I still need to put content to the website, and that is part of the strategy moving forward, so I should start producing some kind of shit really. Otherwise, what's going down? What's going down? Oh, I'm wearing a shirt today, which isn't fun. Regulators are coming in for some reason. That means we've got to dress in business wear. Not sure what that's about, compliance, but otherwise we're officially going back to sprints today, which is fun. Although they're very informal sprints. They're not sprints, they're just weekly iterations. So, yeah, also on holiday tomorrow. Got a day's holiday, man. I've been working maxed out for so long, I so totally deserve some holiday, my lord. I went for a walk at lunchtime, and I went for a walk tonight as well. It was great. I love having a good little like 40-minute walkabout. It gets you like, you can think, and you can like, plan and strategize and like, talk to yourself as you're walking. It's great. Big fan. But yeah, so that's a hoot. It's an absolute hoot. Somewhat productive day today, and I'm off tomorrow, so I'm all about that. I also came home and then cut myself. I dropped a plate and I've broken up one of our plates. I was doing the washing up, dropped it, tried to catch it. Obviously, it's one of those wins where you drop it and you try and catch it before you even realise you dropped it, if you know what I mean. And then I just like sliced my finger on it. It's quite a bad cut, to be honest with you, but okay, no sympathy. And otherwise, I haven't done like any work or anything. I watched The Apprentice and all that shit. Instead of doing anything tonight, I'm gonna wake up in the morning at 2, as per. But I feel like it might be a wake up in the morning. Last night I woke up and I was like tired, and I'm like, I think this is gonna be an Xbox morning. I woke up and I was like, no, let's go do some work. Let's at least do like an hour of work, and I end up doing 3 hours of work. So that's productive, but we'll have to see again. Oh, some good news. Phase 3 complete today. Happy days. Hit a roadblock. It's supposed to be like a 1-day thing, literally like 10-minute job, and it took me like 2 weeks to do because I hit a number of roadblocks while I was doing it, but sorted. Finally complete. Got the notification today. Living the dream. You know what, crew? I'm having a great day today. It's Friday. got a day off. Got a day's holiday. You know what I've been doing today so far though? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm also wearing what I wore yesterday, because I only wore what I wore yesterday in the evening. And for a very short period of time, because I actually only wore it to go out for a walk. Because I actually came home, wore a shirt all day to work, wore pyjamas to go to sleep, had pyjamas to eat dinner, got changed to go for a walk, and then... So don't judge me, okay? The afternoon so far, we've had a nice chilled out morning. I have had lunch. I didn't wake up last night. Don't remember any of my alarms or any of that shit. So, not good. But it's the afternoon now. I'm going to do some work. Well, I haven't ended the video yet because Laura's sister is coming down, spending the weekend with us. So I'm not expecting the vlog to get interesting from this point on. Keep watching. And coming to an end of a day. It's been quite unproductive, but it's been alright. Been trying to figure out like just my general plan of attack now. I added App Insights to my website and been trying to figure out how to get blogs on it. And I spent a load of time, I'm really annoyed at myself actually, a couple of months ago, building out a GraphQL based blog engine. Store blogs in Mongo and then use GraphQL to query it. And it was so overkill and so like unnecessary, and it was just a waste of time. It's not lean, it's what it is. That's the thing, it definitely isn't. So I'm stripping that back and starting it again, and just basically going to integrate it directly within the Razor Pages application, and then if I ever need to share it across multiple sites, I'll fucking NuGet package the bitch up and roll from there, you know. That annoyed me. Otherwise we went to town very briefly. I had to pick up some stuff. Laura had to pick up her sister. She's now upstairs. My camera battery's dying, and if I go upstairs I might wake up again. So. And there goes another day. Told you, ladies and gentlemen. Today's been a pretty boring day. I've been planning things, is what I've been doing. I've been planning ways of getting blogs onto my site. Got application insights all kicked in yesterday, which is good. I don't know why I didn't do that to start with. I kind of thought some of it came for free in Azure, but it didn't. Otherwise, I've been fannying about trying to figure out a strategy of doing blog stuff properly. And I've actually thought of a semi-good idea, which I think is good, but without going OTT. So fingers crossed. That's my plan. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, we've basically just stayed in all day. Nothing too exciting has happened. Laura's family came round. They've just been on holiday in Cornwall, so they came up and brought us some Cornish pasties, which were Gucci. And then otherwise we've just kind of played Xbox, chilled out. I haven't really done that much work, to be honest. Played Xbox, chilled out. I went for a walk. It's like I go on weird walks now. It's weird, like a dog walk without a dog. Take myself out for a walk, and I'll go to bed. So. Girls have gone out this morning. They've gone shopping in town. I am left here. I've watched Formula 1 qualifying, catching up on that shit, and I am now fannying about, doing like being a domesticated god, effectively. I need my headphones because I'm about to do the hoovering, and I need to put the washing out outside. A vain attempt to try and get it dry before tomorrow. What I've noticed is it doesn't take many more people to live in a house for it to become like things like washing up. I have so much washing up, so you can't do the wash. I haven't got enough drying space. I'm doing it in 2 batches to be able to get the washing done. Is the washing machine finished? Oh no, it's got 30 minutes ago. Yeah, so washing up, I'm doing it in batches because I ain't got enough drying space to dry it all properly, and I'm not drying it by a hand towel. What am I, an absolute animal? Also, like, clothes washing is, obviously we've only got our own clothes washers, but we've got 3 times, well, 50% more towel, 100% more bedding. It's incredible. So yeah, I'm being basically a domesticated god. I'm going to meet them in town later for lunch, and then to take them to the train station. But yeah, so I'm going to pop my headphones on. Yep, can't hear the beep. Listen to some podcasts while I do the hoovering and while I put the washing out, and then maybe some more washing up. Who knows? Living the fucking dream. It's not even like we don't hoover very often. We hoover like twice a week. And I emptied this before I started. That is grim, innit? That is absolute, that's like, ugh. One of the days where you can come to town and expect it to be moderately not round. That right there was a whistle-stop tour in town. Jeez Louise. I like paced to them. We paced across town, got Athenian, Gucci, Greek street food. It's absolutely gorge. and now just like paced back to town, and I'm like, these guys are walking slow, I'm gonna have to get ahead. So I went ahead, paid for the car, waited by the car, and then got in and we're like, go, because I knew the traffic was bad, come to the train station, but just dropped them off and they are there now. Sounds like success to me. Success-a-roo. It's bedtime, I'm just hunting down a fucking remote. Just had a chilled evening of watching TV, playing games, playing the old Xbox. Spyro is coming next week. We're gonna get Spyro. I can't wait. Yeah, we had a chilled out evening. Played a bit of Battlefield 1, which was free on Xbox games, Xbox Live games, which is such a good idea they do. That's the only reason well, when was the last game I bought? Oh, that's a lie, isn't it? Crash Bandicoot, Overcooked, or Spyro, so maybe it works. Maybe it works. But yeah, Battlefield 1, it's quite a recent game, that. It's pretty good too. I'm only playing the story mode, I'm not bothered about no online bullshit. It's the reason why I pay for your boy, what's it called? Xbox Live, yeah. Otherwise, we didn't really have dinner. We've ate so much crap over the past couple of days, we think. We had like takeaway, nachos yesterday, Cornish pasty, we had lunch in town today. So we just had sandwiches for lunch, dinner, which was nice. And then we watched Doctor Who, which is so shit. It's easily the worst Doctor Who series I can remember. Worse than the first series with... worse than the Martha series. Worse than the first series with Amy Pond, which was crap. Worse than the most recently last series with the shit companions. And basically without fucking Clara Oswald, my bestie. So crap, it's unreal, but I'm hanging on. God damn it. I often find that you often just get series where the writing's just shit. And they just, like, it looks like people acting what they're doing. And that's not what it's supposed to look like, is it? Maybe next year. And watch Dragon's Den. And now we're heading off to bed. I'm going to end this video here. I'm not doing my sleeping cycle this week. It doesn't really make sense to get into it, I think. I have lots of nice long lunches, nice long walks. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I just need to find time to do some work, really. Because I haven't done much work this weekend. But we'll pull it off because Laura's got quite a lot of work to do as well, so we'll be fine. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. For some reason. I'll catch you.